Welcome to War India News Hour. Discord infrastructure can be used for malicious intent. Discord, a popular cross-platform application, hosted more than 19 million active servers related to different genres and topics, that is gaming, arts, marketing, finance, sports, etc. As per a report, there are currently over 150 million monthly active users. Discord is a large-scale platform used for chats, voice calls, and videos. The platform has different features that allows users many functionalities in terms of management, data sharing, and connection preferences. However, these can also be used for malicious purposes like malware development, botnet setups, C2 communications, and malicious file hosting. Checkpoint Software sees early indicators that threat actors are seeking to use Discord's infrastructure for malicious intent, as malicious code geared for the Discord platform can be found on GitHub. In fact, threat actors can use malware to abuse the core features of Discord, including Discord API and Discord bots. The potential outcome for a threat actor would be the enablement of malicious capabilities such as screenshotting, keylogging, and executing files. The Discord API does not require any type of confirmation or approval and is open for everyone to use. Due to these Discord API freedoms, the only way to prevent Discord malware is by disabling all Discord bots. Preventing Discord malware can't be done without harming the Discord community. As a result, it's up to the user's actions to keep their devices safe. As of now, any type of file, malicious or not, whose size is less than 8 MB can be uploaded and sent via Discord. Because the file content isn't analyzed, malware can be easily spread via Discord. As Discord's cache is monitored by modern AVs, it alerts a user in case a received file is considered malicious. The files remain available for download. In addition, the malware may be difficult to detect as it can be classified as Discord traffic or be disguised as a legitimate program. As such, until relevant mechanisms are implemented, users must apply safety measures and only download trusted files. The steps to stay safe from Discord-based malware are: avoid visiting unsafe and unknown websites, as suspicious links are always a red flag. Only download files from trusted sources and do not download a file unless you are sure of its safety. Monitor your network's traffic, that is, if Discord traffic exists. While Discord is not installed on the system, you may have been infected by a Discord-based malware. When working with Discord bots, you highly recommend hosting unknown bots on an external server. Avoid running them on your personal machine. Let's look into today's headlines in War India. Fight between Invesco and Zee intensifies. Zee Entertainment desires to merge itself with Sony Pictures Networks India. Both Zee and Sony combine their operations to form a seriously large entertainment major with a presence in both Hindi and regional markets, as also a significant sports portfolio. The twist is Atlanta-based Invesco, which holds 18% stake in Zee, calling for the ouster of Puneet Goenka, Zee's MD and CEO, and also Subhash Chandra's son. Invesco rejected allegations from Zee that it was resorting to double standards by objecting to a potential merger with Sony Group's India unit with terms similar to those discussed with Reliance. Governments set to turn the tables on ransomware gang REvil. Ransomware group REvil was hacked and forced offline by a multi-country operation this week. REvil's direct victims include top meat packer JBS. The criminal group's Happy Blog website, which was used to leak victim data and extort money from companies, is no longer available. A former partner and ally of a Russian-led criminal gang was responsible for the cyber attack on the Colonial Pipeline in May that led to a massive gas shortage on the US East Coast. Officials said the Colonial attack used encryption software called DarkSide, which was developed by REvil Associates. Experts say law enforcement and intelligence personnel stopped the group from victimizing additional companies. Intel puts a stop mark on the acquisition talks with Sci5. Intel ended discussions about the deal with chip design startup Sci5 for potential acquisition, which competes with ARM. But Sci5 is leaving the door open for future talks with Intel and other companies as it looks to eventually go public. Sci5 provides processor designs using the open source RISC-V architecture as an alternative. The competition intensifies with the rival Nvidia hopes to close its $40 billion acquisition of British chip designer ARM. Purchasing Sci5 would have given Intel a library of intellectual property it could use both in its chips and offer to license to future customers as it works to build a business by opening up its chip factories to outsiders. Google to invest over $50 to $75 million in social commerce platform Meesho. Google is in talks to invest over $50 to $75 million in social commerce platform Meesho. The investment will be a part of Meesho's recent financing round and would value the Bengaluru-based company at $4.9 billion. The company has the vision to double down on its grocery vertical, Farmiso, and aims to make online grocery a reality for people from over 200 Tier 2 plus cities across the country. In April, Meesho became a unicorn after it raised $300 million led by Japan's SoftBank Group Corp. The fundraise then valued it at $2.1 billion, a threefold jump from its previous funding round of $125 billion in 2019 when it was valued at $700 million. Patrick Orlando runs Trump's media company Truth Social based out of Wuhan. Truth Social, backed by venture capitalist Patrick Orlando, runs a SPAC based in Wuhan, China. Orlando's firm is said to be the money behind Trump Media and Technology Group, the former president's attempt to fight back against big tech. Trump says he plans to start with a social network called Truth Social, but has broader ambitions to create a conglomerate with news, streaming, and technology businesses to compete with CNN and Disney+. The company will go public through a merger with Orlando's Digital World Acquisition Corp, and if all goes according to the plans, it will happen before the 2022 midterm elections, enabling Trump to reach millions of supporters after he was kicked off Twitter and Facebook of inciting insurrection in the Capitol. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.